Yes! Nahida Catherine. Is it Nahida?
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you.
You are Nahida, right?
Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion. Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the Doctor by myself.
Were you able to overwhelm him? What happened? How did it go? Was he able to control you? Were you able to ward off his controlling behavior?
Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky. My mom feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy. Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point.
Why did you make your point in the first place? Was the underlying assumption to actually try to gain my trust? Think about that.
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people alright?
Now that I think about it, the people at the slope that happened, like, I get, like, that's everybody from the city of Sumeru, but it didn't seem like a lot of people. Usually, cities have, like, hundreds of thousands of people, but I only saw a couple of dozen people.
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the Doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds.
And what did he mean?
Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix.
So in other words, he didn't do the subconscious. If anything, he just brought the subconscious to the conscious, in a way.
Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me. What a relief. The Doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us.
Yeah, because it helps to have God with you.
I wouldn't be relieved just yet.
Why? Did he somehow reveal your plans and it's like, I'm taking over the stages, sort of, because you still have to worry about the stages.
I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards.
How is that a trump card? All you did was lose the element of surprise. Everybody knew that you were still around.
Also, the Doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
So why wait?
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
So why is he with the Academia? Why would he join the Fatui?
Ugh, feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work.
What do you expect when you have a name called the Doctor? Like he's from Doctor Who or something? Or he's from Rick and Morty?
Plus, the Doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui. We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem.
Oh, damn it. How? He can control people. He can control your mind. Why did you say the Doctor with a British accent? I don't know. Maybe my mouth was full.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us?
I think she has.
Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in.
So you had to extrapolate when and where.
You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads?
No, but considering the fact that I went sightseeing elsewhere, I'm pretty sure I did see a bunch of things I probably want to do.
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Oh god, it is just like the whole, it's not about the journey, it's about the process. Alright, I mean, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So, we look for something, and we find something else. So, should I be surprised at this point?
Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
What if we do? We're here? You! Hypatia! Hmm?
Traveler? It is you!
I can barely remember. My memory is shit. My memory is shit, ladies and gentlemen. Was she... No.
Ah, it's Hypatia!
Mm-hmm.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
She's the drunk person. Who hand... Oh, okay. God damn it! Why can't I remember shit? Oh yeah, it's what's her name that went into a cave, tried to pray, and then dozed off, and then fell apart due to overstaying her welcome in the cave by not bringing food, but for some reason our little tree friend, our happy little tree friends, Bob Ross bullshit, came over to say hi and bring her food. So yeah.
Who's this?
Happy little tree.
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the, what's it called? Satyavada life?
She was going on a spiritual journey.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Ever since I came here after doing so much drugs, everybody seems to leave me alone. Huh, I wonder why.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means you're not in training anymore?
Or maybe she was cut short and she had to rush out for whatever reason.
Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Paripurna life?
Maybe she's here on a different reason. It's nothing to do with training, but...
What do you think?
I don't know. What is it?
My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
I saw the face of God, and it was so beautiful.
You did it! Congratulations!
I love how Nahida is like, I'm really happy for you.
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last.
It's interesting that, like, Nahida is concerned as if she didn't really touch the divine. But if it's not Nahida and Hypatia is claiming she touched the divine, then what did she touch?
When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
That sounds incredible!
What is supremely incredible? We're actually here for Tignari.
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you.
What promise? I forgot what it was. Because I have shits for... Okay.
Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights.
What was that? You didn't touch God, did you? You touched something else. You went to some other plane of existence. Did you somehow touch what was similar out of the divine red capsule?
My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
Did you?
You can do that?
You believe her, Nahida?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
Oh god, it's a spirit juice.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Oh dear god.
Okay.
Ready?
No. Oh, God.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled.
Electro?
The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother.
Is he...
Valuing strength above all. She saw no worth in me and I was discarded.
Was that the Raiden Shogun?
The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future.
This person seemed familiar.
A fledgling barely out of the nest.
Yes, I do. Balladeer!
Before his mortality, he broke his promise to me.
It's Balladeer, isn't
Humans,
it?
they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
Given what we saw in the previous Archon quest in Inazuma, I think we all know what happened.
There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that?
Neither the Greater Lord's consciousness nor King Deshret's consciousness. Something tells me we tapped into Balladeer's consciousness, so there are 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. The Doctor and Balladeer. Also, what rank is the Balladeer again compared to the Doctor? I know it's like Child, Signora, and then I think somewhere Balladeer, and then maybe the Doctor? Rank 6, so she's above Signora. Okay.
Did we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? Everything matches what we know about him.
That could explain. And he was related to the Raiden Shogun? Because I assume it was during the period when the Raiden Shogun was still doing that whole, like, double puppet period. So my guess is he learned from the puppet and developed that horrible personality on his own.
But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion!
We saw the complete opposite. We just saw another Joker figure who just wanted to watch the world burn. And you know what? Usually I have those feelings too, but that's only when I'm stuck in a loop. You know how the Raiden Shogun had a puppet, right? Yes. And my guess is that puppet had a child, and that child turned into Balladeer. And that's kind of what we're dealing with right now.
Alas, shame. If only...
Basically the puppet you saw is not actually the first puppet. So there were multiple puppets.
If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God! Please grant me forgiveness and
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periportal life, but rather...
Wake up, Hypatia.
You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me?
Balladeer was a failed puppet created by the Shogun and abandoned.
I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
That wasn't light. That was something else. That was some deep emotional hate.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be.
What?
Wait, have I already lost my mind?
When you're trying to pursue the spiritual realm and you leave some part of yourself behind, that might be part of the equation. Huh. Probably too embarrassed to speak of it anymore. This is what drugs will do to a person.
Wait, something isn't right.
What? What is it? Ooh! Did we? Ha! I see you. So Nahida got imprisoned. There's the Balladeer. What was that weird big avatar surrounding him? So we saw where Nahida was. And now we're running with Tignari.
Okay, we finally lost him.
How?
Are you okay, Nahida?
Oh, the Traveler's back?
It's what just happened?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed.
Catherine puppet. So there's multiple puppets.
After that, Tignari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here.
So Tignari just literally popped up out of nowhere. This time she didn't just transfer her mind to my body. Our mind swapped place.
What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body?
Yeah. And she was in this weird crystal-like prison.
Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology.
Yeah, well, whoever did it kind of pushed themselves a little too far with their own technology.
Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, the doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore.
Ah, damn it.
But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
I don't know what that means, but something tells me I'm gonna have to figure it out again.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time! Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
It's a code that only we know, and we can't let the doctor know.
Oh, that makes sense! Since the doctor captured her, she won't. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
A shower of starlight. It's related to the whole Ad Astra Abyssok moment, so... I don't know, is it a reference to Catherine again?
Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Do we have to go back into that dream again?
Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
The moon refers to Nahida, starlight refers to the people of the desert, illusions and lies refer to the academic's plan.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, but she isn't with us.
Paimon, You said Sanctuary of Surasthana, correct? Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Yep.
Your guess is correct, but
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side.
thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Oh god, the dream harvesting project. He knows, and that's why he didn't work with the sages.
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, all I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Yeah, well, something tells me we're not restoring Irmin's soul, given it that we tried to go to that divine knowledge only to see something else. Think you know what the project is about?
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
The Academia is turning the Balladeer into a god. That's why there's that false avatar.
What?
Do you have evidence?
I saw Nathan Connor in construction, Hypatia, also saw divine. Describe what you saw me exchange consciousness with the Nahida.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Ah, dang it, I gotta fight a god.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
They're making an artificial god because they just hate Nahida that much. So they want to replace her with a different one. And my guess is, it might have something to do with the sages, because the sages prefer the greater lord Kusha over the lesser lord Kusanali, because they want, well, we can't have Kusanali, we might as well have a different one and let's just spin the dice again.
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Di. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Mantra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru Village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but
they want to replace her because they don't trust the lesser lord.
But I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation.
Now what?
The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time.
Considering the fact that I have to fight the Balladeer as a god, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a little bit more than just a bad time.
From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
My guess is they want this god to be connected. Like, they want to get rid of Irminsul, because, like, they're a bunch of nihilists. Balladeer wants everything to burn. He wants to connect to Irminsul to get rid of everything, so it's like trust issues. He doesn't trust anybody at all.
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
Stop them no matter what!
Right.
At any cost!
We've gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out.
I'll stay here for now. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Ribat. That'll be your... Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia...
The god gazes back. You stare into the god. I am so glad I teleport hopped from one place to the next.
We finally made it to Caravan Ribat. It's pretty lively here.
Again.
So, just past this wall is the desert, huh?
Yes. Lots and lots of desert.
Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
I really wonder how you got to that point. Also, like, it kind of reminds me of like a current project going on in Africa where there's a bunch of people digging into dirt holes just to plant a bunch of plants to prevent the sandstorm, the Sahara Desert, from happening. But that was like creating more plants in the way of the desert rather than just using bigger rocks. Now what?
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
And we go from one place to the next expecting someone else only to expect you.
Huh?
Expect the unexpected.
Over here.
Okay. Over here.
Alhaitham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
I don't know. Dude just randomly shows up.
What should I sell after I'm done with this?
I'm gonna Sonic Run you. Sonic Run! Are you going up here? No, you're over back there. What? Was that Outer Might?
Where did she go?
We were being followed, weren't we?
How did we lose him?
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Trap.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Just when we were doing a story quest about, like, learning about somebody who's always cautious about whoever's following them, you should have learned that lesson. You couldn't have shaken them without you. Oh my god.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors.
Then what is your reason? Also, if you're wearing the Akasha, they'll probably find you out as well.
All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
And what mistake did you happen to make? And how was this the solution to that?
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia?
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it.
Oh, you've already landed yourself on the hit list of the Millilith, the Tenryu Commission, and now it's the Aramites, aka the Academia. Oh, you started shit with somebody. Time to run away so we can reformulate our plan and move on to overtake them.
However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you think you'd already be the Aramites' honored guests by now?
Everywhere you go, you become a wanted fugitive. Yeah, Patrick even called that out. Everywhere you go, you're always wanted until you're not. Maybe not long will be different, but who knows?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
If you participate in this ancient big project.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
And just like being a fugitive everywhere I go, I'm also highly respected after not being highly respected everywhere I go.
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties.
Did it involve trying not to lose your mind while looking at it and somehow understanding why it was brought up in the first place?
Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be.
So, in other words, I gotta go to the desert and figure out where the hell it came from. Something tells me I'm gonna have to go to that big red pyramid to find out why that small little red knowledge capsule was developed in the first place.
Which brings me back to you and why you're so interesting.
Wording. Also, my character is always interesting. For some odd reason, things don't apply to my character.
The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
The red tree? It is because I was so shocked to hear those words again. World, forget me.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
He wants to know if what I know is connected to the knowledge capsule. Can't share with what I know just yet.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the divine knowledge capsule. Am I right?
Yes, but again, I don't know if it's a good idea because I don't know.
No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers
That's right! We have the same plan as you!
then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else.
Okay.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
Okay, also that rhymed. Be clear. Let's go. Alright. Aru Village. I was here before, but I just circled everything everywhere. Actually, let me just get all the way here. And then I gotta get to that teleport stone over there.